So in the previous tutorial, we have seen that how to use print function in Python. Actually, whenever we start to learn any new programming language, there are certain steps that we follow to learn the programming. First of all, we learn the basic terms like what is the variable, data types, and how to declare them. So we have already covered those things. And after that, we learn that how to print and how to show the data to the user. So that is the part that we have already covered in the previous session. Now, next part is to learn a new programming is how to take the user's data, user's input, and so that we can perform the operation according to the user's provided data. So in this tutorial, I will tell you that how to use the input function and what are the ways that you can use the input function in Python. So first of all, just look at this. So input function is one more function that is the built-in, means it is already provided by the Python that you will use to take the user's input. The syntax of input function is very easy. Just look at the syntax. You will write input and parenthesis, and within a bracket you will find that there is something prompt. Okay, so as I have already told you that whatever you see, whenever you see any syntax of any function or any prototype of any function, if you see that that is written inside a square bracket, that is optional. Okay, so you can prompt the user according to your requirement the message. Okay, so it is a built-in built-in function input, and prompt means a string that you will display on the screen, and it is optional, means enter a first number, enter your name, and provide some data, so you can write into the prompt. And remember this one, whatever the value you will take input by using this function, it will take always a string. Okay, so in Python 3.x, 3.x means the version of Python 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.7, 3.8. So whatever the version you are using, if you are using the version 3.x, the value you will take input from the user, that will be the string. Means input function returns a string always, and if you want, suppose the requirement is the user should input integer type of value, float type of the value. In that case, if we want to take another type of the value, then we will do typecasting. And we have already learned that how to do the typecasting. So one more time, I will show you that how to do the typecasting. So let's see that how to take the user's input in Python. So for that, I'll use the shell. Okay, and I will not write again the code on the shell. I will create another external file, a script file, and here I will take the user's input. So I will take the user's input by using the input function. Okay, and as I told you that in the syntax part on the slide, that you can prompt the user that the message that what type of the input you want from the user. So I can write enter name. So user will understand that he or she will enter his or her name. So this input function, as you can see, this input function will take the user's input, and definitely the user will come from the user, the input will come from the user. So I will store this value into some variable. So I'll store this value into a variable that is name. So the complete syntax will be like a variable name is equal the input function and optional, that is the message you want to prompt to the user. And after that, user will input the name, and that name will store into this variable. Another one is, for example, you want to take the user's age. So you can write input and here enter the age. So the message could be anything as per your requirement, as per your application's requirement. Now, the user's input will be in name and age. So now you can perform your logic on these data. So I'll do only one thing. I'll print the value with the name is and comma name. We have already seen that how to print the name, sorry, print the values by using the print function. And in one line, if you want, then again, and age is colon, and then the variable name. This is, now run this. So run the module. Now you can see this, enter the name. So it is asking what is the name. So name I am taking as Daneyal Lari. Okay. And age. So age would be your number. So now that is 30. So name is Daneyal Lari, age is 30. So you can see here that the users is providing this data, that is the name and age, and we are getting the value by using the variable. Okay. So here the way that you can take the users inputs. So this is very simple. You can take the users data by using input function. Another important aspect that you need to remember, that is, for example, I want to add two numbers. Okay, so in that case, I'll ask the user enter the first number, okay, and enter the second number. I will write like this, and I will take the user's input as n1 and n2, number 1 and number 2. So enter first number, enter second number. After that, I'll perform one operation to add it. So sum is equal, I'm writing n1 and plus n2. Okay, this will be n1. Now I'll print the sum. So here I can write sum is equal, and the variable name is sum. Okay, now run this. So enter the first number. It prompts to the user. So I'll take the user input as 10, and another value, second number, I'll take as 20. Now you can see the output is sum is equal 10 and 20. Actually, it is not performing the summation. It's not performing the addition of the values. Uh, as I told you, just look at here. In Python 3.x, whatever the value you will take from the user, input function will always return a string. Okay, so here in the case, n1 will be type of a string and n2 will be the type of a string. If you want to check, then you can write, and you can check by using the type function. What is the type of n1? I'm just showing you. Okay, one, let me, I'm taking the first input as 1, second input as 2. Now you can see the output as class str. It means the first number that you are taking will be a type of str. So we cannot perform the arithmetic operation on the string data type. So first of all, we need to convert it. Okay, so since you will write your code and you know that which type of the value you want from the user, so I want the value that is the first number will be the type of integer. So I will write like this. First of all, I will write int, and whole input function I will write inside the int. Okay, so now it will take the user's input, and after that it will convert into int. And we have already seen that how to convert any string value into the integer. The same operation I will apply on the second number. Okay, now I will remove the print. Okay, now I'm going to run one more time. As you can see, the first number I'll input as 10, second number is 20. So now you can see, let me show you. So here you can see the first number is 10, second number is 20, and the type as I have printed. So the output is int and sum is equal 30. Okay. So if you want that except a string, if you want that the value should be another type, then you have to write over here. Okay, so it could be your float and boolean and um, the other data types that we have already discussed in the previous tutorial. So this is the way that you can take the user's input. This is the one way that you can use to take the user's input. Okay, another one is sometime it may be your requirement that take I don't want to write the multiple statements to take the user's input. I want only one statement to take the user's input, multiple input in one line. So you can do this by using these four ways. Okay. So these four ways I'll discuss one by one. First one is using input function. So by using input function, you can write input function in one line by separated comma, and you can take the multiple input in one line. So look at here. So let me open this script file. Where is this one? Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm writing two statements to take the user's input. So the requirement is I want to write only one statement and I want to take multiple input. So what will I do? First of all, I will write more than one variable separated by comma. So n1 comma n2, this one. And after that, int input, enter the first number. So this input will work for the n1. Since I have written two variable left side of the equal symbol, so I will write one more input function by separated comma, and I'll write like this. So now this will ask the user first enter the first number. User will input the first number, then that number will be stored into the n1, and after that it will ask enter the second number, and second number will be stored into n2. So this is the first way that you can use in your program to take multiple input in one line. Run this code. So here enter the first number, so enter the first number 10. As you can see, enter the second number, that is 20, and now you can see the sum is equal 30. So this is one way. Remember one point here, that the number of variable that you are writing left side of the equal symbol, okay, the value that you will write at the right side of the equal symbol must be same, must be equal. Means you can see here that I am writing two variables, so I'll take two values from the user. So right side and left side must be equal in terms of counting. Another way is just look at here. By using the split function, this split function is uh, the function of string manipulation. So don't worry, just use it right now to take the user's input. I'll explain a split function in detail in a string tutorial. So by using a split function, you can take the user's input in multiple variables at a same time. So look at here. So this is the input function. I will write input, okay, and here enter numbers. So this will take the user's input one by one, and here I'm applying a split function. So this will split your numbers on the basis of a space, the default nature to split the input on the basis of a space. So whatever the number you are inputting, okay, you are giving as input and separated by the space, it will split them and assign to the left side of the variables. And by using this way, this is the simplest split functions separation. You cannot typecast it. Okay, so you need to do one more step after that if you want to take the user other input other than the string. So first number will be in n1 and second number will be in n2. But as we know that the input function will take the user's input as a string. So at the time of operation, I will write like this. If it is required, then you will do this. Otherwise, if it is the type of integer, float, and means other than of a string, then like this. Okay, run and enter the first number. So it is 10. Okay, as you can see, not enough values to unpack, expected to, and I'm providing only one. So as I told you that as in the counting point of view, I'm writing two variables on the left side. So I have to provide minimum two values at the right side also. Okay, so I'll run one more time. 10 and space, I'm giving the space and 20. So as I told you, a split function will split on the basis of a space. So this number and this number will be split, and 10 will be assigned to n1 and 20 will be assigned to n2. So now look at the output. Sum is equal 30. I'm going to run one more time to explain something. 10 space 20 space 30. So as I said, left hand side I have written two variables, and I'm providing three values, that is 10 space 20 and space 30. So these three values I'm providing. So just look at the output. Too many values to unpack, expected two, and I'm providing three. Okay, so as I said, as many as number of variable you have written on the left side, you need to provide only that number of values from the right side. You cannot mismatch this counting. Okay, so just look at here. When I was providing only one value, then I was getting the error. When I was providing three values, then again I am getting the error. So here, when I was providing the number of values that is required, means two values, then it runs perfectly. Another way is by using the map function. This is very helpful and this is very useful. Most of the time you will find this function when you will write your code. So understand this function. Map function, in map function you will pass two arguments. One, the values, and second one is the type, in which type of the value you want to take from the user. So look at the syntax. So I want two value A and B, okay, and input enter values, okay, dot split. So it will do two things. First of all, it will take the user's input. After that, it will split those values on the basis of a space and assign to the A and B. But in the case of this type, all the values will be type of a string. Okay. But my requirement is to convert all the values of in the type of int, all the values in the type of float. So we cannot do by writing only this syntax. So for that, we'll take the help of map function. So pass all the written syntax into the map function, as you can see. Okay. And one more thing you need to tell, that split all the function and convert these values into the particular type. So which type you want, you will write like here. So str. So I want to convert all the values into str and assign to A and B. Okay. So print A and B. So look at the output. It may more clear to all of you. For example, first value is like Daneyal, and okay, I need to provide actually two values, so that's why I'm getting error. So I'll run one more time. One value is Daneyal space Lari. So as you can see, the values are daneyallari. Okay. So all the values are type of str. Now, requirement is all the values should be integer. So you can write int. Okay. So within the map function, two arguments are required. First one is the type of values and the iterative elements. So what is iterative element? Just leave it right now, but just understand that what is the meaning, how to use the map function. Okay, so input, enter values, is split, and all the values will be converted into int. Now run this program. Enter the number 10. Again, I'm doing the same thing. I need to provide two values actually by using space. Okay, 10 and 20, as you can see, 10 and 20. So these two values will be type of int. If you want to check, then I can write like here, like this, type, and after that I will call the function of type and check the type of a. Look at the output. Run. Now I provide two values because I had made a mistake last time. So 10 and 20. Look at here. The type of this 10 is int. Okay, so by using map function, you can convert the values as per your requirement. So this is another way to take the user's input in one line into the multiple variables. Another way is by using list comprehension. Okay, all these means the map function and the list comprehension I'll discuss in the detail, but since we are discussing about the user's input, so that's why I'm discussing all the things. Okay, just remember this one and use in the program as it is. So list comprehension, I will write one syntax. First of all, just use the square bracket that denotes the list, as I told you earlier, and one variable x, and after that I will write for x in okay, for x in all the input I will take, so input function, and if you don't want to prompt to the user, just leave it blank. Input dot split function, remember this one, and close this bracket. So it will split all the values on the basis of space, and for every value it will extract into the x, and that x will be assigned to this x, and that those values will be passed to the a and b correspondingly. Okay, so now run this code, run the module. So I'll take two value, as you can see, 10 and 20, but one thing you will find here, that is the value of 10 is str. The default nature of input function is taking as a string, so that's why we are getting str. And if you want to convert that, the value, all the values must be type of integer or must be type of float. Okay, so you can write like this one. Now take the user's input value as 10 comma 20. Now look at the output. It says that all the values are the type of int. So this is another way that you can use in your program to take the user's input. Okay, I know since these syntax are new for everyone, so it will take one and two times to write perfectly. Okay, so just do the practice accordingly. You will get through it and you will be in habit to use it. So this is the way that you can take multiple inputs in one line in Python. Another requirement could be that take the multiple inputs in one variable. Okay, since here, look at here, I'm taking multiple inputs, okay, in multiple variables. Sometime it may be your requirement that the values should be stored into one variable, but the values should be more than one. Okay, so in that case, you need to do one thing. Only do one thing, that is convert all the values that you are taking by using map function into list, tuple, or set. Okay, just look at here. As I told you that I'm taking str input function. I will write enter values. Okay, this is the input function. Then I'll split it, and then close the map function. Okay, so it will take the multiple users input, is split into the parts by using space, and all the values will be type of str. Now I want to store all the values that is splitted by this function into a list. So I will write list, and all the syntax that I have written will be inside the list. Now type of A, I'll check, and after that I'll print the value of A. Run this one. So enter the values as many as number of your requirement. So type of the A is list. All the values you can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 45. So all you can find is written in single inverted comma. It means all the values are a string, and all are stored into single variable, that is A. Okay, this can be your tuple. You can pronounce tuple, tuple. Okay, run this one. Run 1 comma. So you can provide as many as number of input. As you can see, this is the type of tuple, and all the values are enclosed within parentheses. Parenthesis is the denotation of tuple. Again, we can convert into the set. Run module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see here that is the value is set, and by using curly braces we denote the sets. So these are the way that you can use to take the user's input. So use it as per your requirement, as per your application's requirement. Do the practice, then you will be used to these kind of users input. The first one is very easy by using input function. After that you can split, after that you can convert, and after that you can use map, list comprehension, and another way is by using convert all the values into the list, tuple, and sets. So these are the ways that we can take and we can use the input function. I hope all the syntaxes and all the codes are clear. If you have still doubt, then you can put your queries into the comment box. I'll reply them. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy, if you have learned something, if you like this video, then please like, comment, and share. Your comment is appreciable because I'll take the input from your side. And please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon to get the notification of the latest videos. I'll upload so many videos on the Python 3.8. So don't miss them. Just subscribe this channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Bye bye.